Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, good evening and welcome to the Octagon Quiz, which is coming to you live from Westlands Entertainment Venue. My name's Adam Burgan. I'm the Theatre Manager for the Octagon Theatre and Venue Manager for Westlands Entertainment Venue. And we are very, very excited on our second quiz tonight to be joined by the one and only Mr. Gordon Cooper.
I mean... It's not the most impressive of entrances, but it's the best I could do. Hello.
Biggest entrance at the Octagon or Westlands I think has ever seen. How you doing, Gordon?
I'm all right, madam. How are you, Adam?
I'm very well. I love the dicky bow. Now,
well, I thought I should make an effort. I thought I should dress like you. Obviously, thought you should make an effort in your casual M&S denim shirt.
Well, now I'm thinking I should have made an effort.
Yeah. Hey. But I was worried because I thought people might not be entirely. A lot of people won't recognise me like this, so they might recognise my voice. But I thought the nearest I could get, I had to put some sort of dress on. Yeah. So I stuck the kilt on.
Hey, there we go.
Kilt on. Thought that was a wee treat.
Ladies, steady yourselves.
And men.
The entertainment's off already. We're ready. We're going to witter away for a good 5 minutes because hopefully at home you've all got your picture round already. Look for the instructions on Facebook for downloading the information to join in with tonight's quiz. The picture round is already available to you. Come up with your team names. We're loving the comments that are already coming in on YouTube. But yes, please play along and interact with us tonight. But don't give away any of the answers in the comments. That's not what it's there for. But submit them all on your form, and you submit that as I think each round goes. Now, first of all, we're going to take you on a little tour of Westlands Entertainment Venue because we were at the Octagon last week, but we discovered we have better Wi-Fi at Westlands. So hopefully Gordon and I won't be frozen in time this week. But something special has been going on at Westlands since we've been in lockdown, because it's actually been turned into a community wellbeing hub. And if I take you into...
Oh, he's gone. He's frozen. He said he didn't want to, and he's frozen.
When we know class and classes and going on here, a lot of the staff at South Somerset District Council have been creating a community hub. We've been doing food parcels that have been going out to feed people that are vulnerable, people that are shielded, and those that are facing hardship. So a big well done to lots of my team who have been redeployed and our colleagues across SSDC who have been working to help people and play our part in this terrible time. And it's great that the venue's been used in this way. Gordon, what have you been up to in lockdown?
Hey, trying not to drink too much too early, raising children, homeschooling. I've been doing my podcast. I've been recording my podcast.
Tell us a bit about your podcast.
So my podcast is a theatre-based podcast where each week I interview people, quite a lot of well-known West End luminaries and actors from around all over the business. Last week we had the lovely Matt Henry, who won an Olivier Award for Kinky Boots in the West End. We've had Brian Blessed on. We've had Michael Ball on. We've got a super exciting one this week, which is out on Friday. So the podcast is called Taking Turns to Talk. I don't know if you can see what I did there. And you can get it at Apple Podcasts. Please do subscribe and like when you're there.
Hurrah!
Yeah.
While we're here, I will let you know that Westlands is now open during the day for a little takeaway coffee, or come and see the guys. You can get ice creams and snacks from us. All social distancing and kind of, hygienely sorted. But yeah, if you're missing a bit of barista coffee, Westlands is now open in the day for that, so you can swing by. Are you allowed to tell us who your big guest is this week on your podcast?
Well, we like to leave it as a surprise, but
oh, okay.
But
I know it's a good one.
The clue would be
There you go.
Hey.
We'll tune in for that. Comment below. Big shout out to Jose, Team Jose, who should have been in Spain today, but they're spending it in glorious Somerset, we expect. Love the name. I'd rather be in Quizneyland as well as a team name. That's a good one. Rebecca Higgins says she misses you, Gordon and Adam.
Hi,
I'm the
Rebecca.
afterthought, but that's fine, Rebecca. It's all good. Also, a big well done to the teams that won last week's quiz. The team that won, I'm going to say the name very, very slowly because coming in first was Norfolk and Chance. Well done, guys. They got 47 points. One for the adults. Harriet and Sophie, big well done to you guys. No, don't repeat it. Or be careful if you do. In second place, tied was Fluffy Unicorns and the Butchers, who got 46 points. And in third place was Yeovil Showbill, yay! Professor Quiz Witty, that's a good one, and Mike and Molly, who all scored 44 points. So a big well done.
Lovely.
Oh, Harriet's back. She's playing. Will they win again? That's the question.
Oh, Harriet.
So we've got lots and lots of online activity happening over the next few weeks from the Octagon. So every week you've got the quiz, and next week is Tom Ford and Catherine Nash, who will be joined by Catherine Hoskins. They'll be back in the seat, but we've got lots and lots of free online classes that you can take part in at home. So you've got Kerry Hills doing Latin Fit, which is a kind of Latin music inspired fitness class. You've got the Octagon Choir on Monday.
Can I just say that
it's me.
Could I just say that I would rather have Adam Burgan's Latin Fit and Kerry Hill's Octagon Choir? Could we do anything about that? Could someone have a word with Kerry?
Not on YouTube.
We want. Oh no, definitely on YouTube. I'm very far away. I need that in my life.
Nobody needs that in lockdown. Definitely not. Nobody needs that. Katie Leader's got her Somerset Youth Dance Company, so that's contemporary classes on Tuesdays. DV8 Lockdown, which is a kids' street dance class. The Octagon Tappers. There's loads and loads of things going on. Gordon, out of all the classes, what would you do? Would you do tap? Would you do dancing with the kids? Would you do Latin Fit? Or would you join the Octagon Choir with yours truly?
Quite frankly, I have done. Quite frankly, I have done quite enough dancing with my kids for the next few years. I've had how long is it now? 12 weeks of dancing with my kids. I would like to be somewhere else. I think I would go. I think I would do Kerry Hill's Latin Fit because I'm quite a mover.
Very good. Get the hips going.
Oh yes, they don't lie. They do not lie.
So we hope you're getting on okay with the picture round, naming all the dames. We will kind of be telling you the answers at the end of tonight's quiz. It is an entertainment quiz, so if you are a sports buff, congratulations, but that won't help you. Only one person from your team needs to submit the answer form. Also, if you miss the question, they will be listed in the comments as well, so you can always scroll back and find them there. It's 50 questions in total, broken down into 5 rounds of 10. Submit that in the same way that you did last week. Gordon, do you reckon we're about ready for round 2?
Let's do it.
Which is a pantomime round. I'm going to wait till Catherine Monkton, who is our producer this evening. We use the phrase.
We would be
she gives us
lost
a thumbs
without
up. I can see her in the corner. We're socially distancing.
That was a thumbs up.
We're good to go. Gordon, you're up.
Okay, here we go. So round 2, as Adam says, is pantomime. So here we go. Question 1. In Jack and the Beanstalk, what does Jack sell his cow for? In Jack and the Beanstalk, what does Jack sell his cow for? The answer is not a Ford Cortina, as someone shouted at me earlier on. Well, I don't think it's a Ford Cortina. Okay, enough time for everyone?
I'm just going to give a quick shout out to Catherine Moore, team oh no, we're not going to win. They're ready. That's my neighbour who brought me around. Well, she popped on the doorstep some delicious cookies the other day. So thank you very much, Catherine. And we're ready to receive any more whenever you're ready for baking.
Yeah, begging is not attractive quality, Adam. It's really not.
Can't get between me and a cookie. Go on then. What's question number 2?
Question number 2. Which pantomime character marries Alice Fitzwarren? Which pantomime character marries Alice Fitzwarren? I mean, I gave you loads of time for that.
Yeah.
That was professional.
When did you discover, Gordon, that you like putting on a dress would be a career option for you?
Well, if you had known my mother, you would realise that it was decided for me very early on. I mean, I do have a big sister, but I think she wanted 2 girls. No,
Right.
I think the first time I wore a frock. Genuinely was at college. I played a frock in a play called Scannerell by Molière, and I felt it got a lot of laughs. So I thought, there's the key. That'll do. You know, I'm not having to do very much. Just put the skirt on and I get a laugh. So I'm very, very, that swayed me.
British, we love a bloke in a dress.
Bloke in a dress. Nothing like it. Nothing like it. So, are we ready for question 3?
I think so.
Which traditional pantomime sees the dame dive into the pool of beauty to try and restore her looks? Which traditional pantomime sees the dame dive into the pool of beauty to try and restore her looks?
Very good.
Oh, good.
Very good. Do you know what they've done this evening, Gordon, at Westlands? Because I was very excited when we were moving, because Westlands has a much better bar and a finer selection of gins. But just look at that.
Oh, that's cold. Oh, that's cold. But that's because you raided it last time. And the police have to be called, remember? When the police are called, it's not good for anybody, you know.
A local government venue, we're very responsible and well behaved.
No, it's probably for the best. It's probably for the best. Okay, so here we go. Question number 4. In pantomime, what is Aladdin's surname? You've got to think about this. In pantomime, what is Aladdin's surname? See that? Knowing. Have you got it? Have you got it? Dan Bisp, no, that's wrong. That's wrong. Change your answer, Dan Bisp. Yeah, good. Oh, just tell. I think I should wear this tie more often, just generally in life.
I prefer you in a frock. In a frock with the big hair. And
well, I tell you what, the hair, I mean, it's proper lockdown hair. It would take me my headphones are keeping it in place. It's bigger than some of my wigs. It really is if I let it out.
We're all desperate for toilet rolls. In a couple of weeks, it's going to be who can get a hair appointment.
We're fighting them all. I know.
Yeah.
Just get yourself.
Mine's just got bigger and bigger.
Yours looking very nice.
Oh, thanks.
It's very tidy.
Put a bit of product in this evening.
Just for us.
Yes, for you. Let's go. Question number 5. What
is the occupation of the 7 dwarves who befriend Snow White? So, quite a topical one. We were there only mere months ago. We were spending time with the 7. So, what is the occupation of the 7 dwarves who befriend Snow White? I'm wondering how they're getting on with social distancing at the moment.
Big hello to Rebecca Essex Crosby, also known to all her fans as Spec. It's nice to see, well, I can't see your face, but I can imagine it, and it is a lovely face. Great, let's go on to question 6.
Question 6. Which pantomime character shares their name with a type of chocolate? The well-known Bourbon genie. Which pantomime character shares their name with a type of chocolate? Wasn't one of the 7 called Crunchy at one point? Is that not an option? No?
Possibly. I mean, Disney said no to that one though.
Okay, so that was number 6.
It was. Let's go for number 7.
Number 7. In Peter Pan, how can you tell the crocodile is on the way? And the answer is not because of all the people screaming, "There's a crocodile on the way." In Peter Pan, how can you tell the crocodile is on his way?
Yeah, we'll tell you, he's behind you is the wrong answer.
I feel that there should be some music.
Lift style music. We did try that on this. We did a little dummy run with the staff, and apparently you couldn't hear me. I was on my own on that one. That was quite scary. But it was only for staff.
We couldn't hear you, and people complained.
Well, staff complained. We invited their feedback, and they gave us lots of lovely feedback. Right. By the way, hello to Julie Wills, our catering team leader, who I think is playing along at home. Hello, Julie. We miss you. Go on, let's go for question
Number
8, Gordon.
8. Traditionally, does the fairy enter from stage right or stage left? Traditionally, go on.
I should say we should point out that by stage right or stage left, we mean by the actors looking out at the audience. So from the actor's point of view, stood on stage looking out, that is stage right on their right and stage left on their left. So if you were stood on stage looking out, that way round for right and left. And then, sorry, Gordon, repeat the question.
No, I thought that was very good. I live in such a world of theatre. I just think everybody knows that. So I forget sometimes in such a theatre. Traditionally, does the fairy enter from stage right or stage left?
Excellent. Just a reminder, please don't put your answers in the comments. If you're just playing along at home and don't want to submit them, that's fine, that's great. But yeah, don't share them with everyone. You can sit at home and feel smug knowing the answers, but share them on the form and send them in, please.
So number 9, what was the most popular pantomime for the 2019-2020 season?
Ooh.
Okay, of all the pantos there are, whether it be, I mean, obviously the answer is the Octagon and Yeovil's pantomime.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I think the question's more general than that. I think it means across the board.
Which title was performed?
Which title? Yeah. Yes. What was the most popular pantomime for the 2019-2020 season? So the season, the Christmas just gone. Got my clipboard, look. Got a clipboard. I nearly showed you that.
Don't show the answers. Don't show the answers.
Hang on.
Big shout out to Dorcas Wood, who is our Panto director and one of our producers, who is playing along at home with the Hendys, including Paul Hendy and Emily Wood, who are also our Panto producers. And we think the best producers of pantomime in the country. And if they don't score 10 out of 10 on this round, then that's gonna be quite shameful.
But let's be honest, if they don't, I will let them because I rely on them for work. So, Paul, consider yourself, that's 10 out of 10, Paul and Emily. Love you. Miss you. Good job.
Got question 10.
Number 10. In Pantomime's version of the 12 Days of Christmas, what is the gift on the 5th day? So 12 Days of Christmas, usually in the song, it's 5 gold rings, I think is the song. Mm-hmm. But in Pantomime's version of the 12 Days of Christmas, what is the gift on the 5th day?
If you're doing it properly, not like they, do it at, I don't know, Weymouth or something, but how you do it properly. Who knows what they do there?
But if you do it properly and really commit to it to the point where you cause injury to yourself, like you're really so committed to the role that you might break something.
What's your favourite panto, Gordon?
My favourite panto is whichever one I'm being paid to be in at that time. No, what do I love? I do love Aladdin. I love Aladdin. I love playing with the Twanky. But I have a real, and I've not done it for a few years. I've got a real soft spot for Cinderella. It's like, I like that very much. Probably Aladdin and Cinderella. Dick Whittington. I've done that before, and I'm looking forward to that this year. Yeah. So that's a belter as well. And I know we've got
I
some,
love the scene with Paul and Emily Evolution's Dick Whittington. The scene in the sweetie shop. That is, of course, the Dame scene is one of my favourites. I absolutely love that and fall about laughing each time.
There's a few, I believe there's a few lovely treats in store.
There is. Well, Dick Whittington, I think, because Disney haven't done it, a lot of children don't necessarily know the story, but there is so much to Dick Whittington as a story, and you've got so much, the sail away and going underneath the sea. It's a really spectacular one, isn't it?
I'm really looking forward to it, and I hear tell of a rather exciting ship. So I'm looking forward to getting involved in all of that this year.
Absolutely. Well, that is all your 10 questions for the Panto round.
Lovely.
So we hope you have finished your answers. If you missed any of the questions, do have a look through to the comments. But if you're ready, I think we'll move on to round 3, which is the TV and stage personalities round. And we've got a clue for you in that they have all performed in pantomime. So
can anybody else spot what we're doing this evening? Can anyone else spot that? You can?
Anyone?
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
It's quite subtle. You have to kind of, I think, look for it. This is round 3, your TV and stage personalities. So question number 1, name the actor who played Professor Flitwick in the Harry Potter films. That's number 1, name the actor who played Professor Flitwick in the Harry Potter films.
Do you know, I think I've only seen 2 Harry Potter films. Maybe 3 Harry Potter in the Basin of Dishes or something. It was,
Not a fan? Read the books?
I read some of the books, but then I was an adult when I read the books.
So was I, but I still read them all. Loved them all and went to Universal. And
I thought they were kind of. I think they're glorious fun, and to have created that size of world. But I must go back. I think I'm saving it for the kids being old enough to get involved. So I'm quite looking forward to that. That's
lovely. My niece Megan at the moment is obsessed with them, and she's got a cloak and she's got collecting the wands and the Lego Harry Potter and everything. So it's been lovely enjoying that with her. Anyway, question 2: who presented the TV series How to Look Good Naked? That's question 2. Who presented the TV series How to Look Good Naked? Don't get it confused with Naked Attraction. Not that show. No, different show.
No, very, very different show.
Yeah.
But I can imagine this person.
This was Innocent Times.
Innocent Times. Oh, innocent. Simpler Times.
Simpler Times. Innocent Times. Yeah.
Less
10 years ago.
It was less terrifying to turn on the television at 11 o'clock.
Absolutely. Yeah. Question 3. Name the actress who is best known for her role as Roxy Mitchell in EastEnders. That's name the actress who's best known for her role as Roxy Mitchell in EastEnders. Now, I don't know if my mum and dad are playing along tonight up in Shrewsbury. If they are, hello. If not, they might not have worked out how to comment on YouTube, but that's fine. I love you. Send you lots of love.
Oh, I've got a tear in my eye.
Well, I've got a birthday on Monday, so you know.
Right. Good. I thought it's the sincerity thing I wasn't buying entirely.
You knew. You're like, who is this person?
Who is this? This isn't the Adam I know and love.
Yeah. It's not the theatre manager I know. Question number 4. Who performed the role of Reverend Geraldine Granger in the famous TV series? Who performed the role of Reverend Geraldine Granger in the famous TV series? Just think famous TV vicars.
Yeah.
Take a guess.
I've got the answers. On me, I've got the answers here.
Question number 5. Which comedian toured theatres recently, including the Octagon, with the show Born to Mince, and is known for his TV and stage appearance, joined by Fanny the Wonder Dog? Which comedian toured theatres recently with the show Born to Mince, and is known for his TV and stage appearance, joined by Fanny the Wonder Dog? You got any pets, Gordon?
I've got 2 children.
Oh,
I don't need no pets. No, I would. Funny, we've talked recently. I live in a flat in London, and we have talked about having getting a dog or something. But it's just, it would be, Also, I'm lazy, and it would be down to me to walk the thing. So, no.
Maybe one day.
Have you got?
No, I do a lot of doggy sitting. I do a lot of doggy sitting where I can. I love looking after other people's dogs, and one day I will have my own.
And do you have regular
Labrador?
Oh.
Yeah, I've already picked the breed. I've already picked the name. I'm ready. I just need a proper garden and fences and stuff. But
and do you have a regular doggy donor? Or do you just go around just like stealing dogs from outside the shops?
That's the one.
And stuff?
It's a bit like the child catcher from Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, except with dogs. Yeah.
Okay. That's the theatre manager I know.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Question number 6. Which comedian achieved notability with his drag queen character Lily Savage? Which comedian achieved notability with his drag queen character Lily Savage?
Although he's not been on, that's not been who he's been for a long time now, is it? He's not done that much.
No, I miss Lily.
Oh, one of the funniest evenings I ever spent in the theatre. I was sore.
Yeah, my neighbours just made me an offer to dog share. Absolutely. There we go.
Really?
My evening's done. I'm off. Yeah.
That's it. You're on your own. That's it. What kind of dog is it? Is it a big dog?
Oh, I don't think they've got one. They've got guinea pigs, but yeah, I'd quite like a black Labrador, please, Catherine. Yeah, here we go. Question 7. Katrina Amy Alexander Alexis Infield is the birth name of which TV personality? Katrina Amy Alexandra Alexis Infield is the birth name of which TV personality?
That full name certainly gives her an air of, I don't know, mystery and something that I don't necessarily, mystery and respectability. I would struggle with that one. I really would.
Yeah. Me too.
Yep.
Question 8. Which TV personality co-hosted How Clean Is Your House and coined the catchphrase, "Don't you start with me, lovey," in their appearance on Celebrity Big Brother? That's question 8. Which TV personality co-hosted How Clean Is Your House and coined the catchphrase, "Don't you start with me, lovey," in their appearance on Celebrity Big Brother?
A formidable character.
For sure.
For sure.
Let's give you question number 9. Name the actor who plays the character of Mick Shipman in Gavin and Stacey. That's question number 9. Name the actor who plays the character of Mick Shipman in Gavin and Stacey. There's only one more question left for round 3. Time's flying by. Hope you're getting on okay at home. Let us know in the comments how you're getting on. And finally, question 10 for the TV and stage personalities. Which S Club 7 member released the song Funky Dory after the band split in 2003? That's which S Club 7 member released the song Funky Dory after the band split in 2003? If you don't know, you've got a 1 in 7 chance. Just, go for one of the names, if you can name any of the members of S Club 7.
And I mean, let's be honest, it's a legendary album, and it's up there
absolutely.
With Blood on the Tracks, Thriller, all of those. Funky Dory, I mean, it's a seminal cracker.
If you're struggling to remember the names of S Club 7, you just need to remember the lyrics to, maybe we got Jo, she's got the flow, and, what Bradley's doing his thing, Tina's getting down on the floor, Heather's screaming out for more, that one. Just work your way through.
Were you asking me to have an opinion on that?
Absolutely not. Do you remember your first panto that you went to when you were...
That I went to? Yes, I do. It was at a long time ago. It was at the King's in Glasgow.
Yeah.
And it was Sinbad.
Oh, wow.
It was Sinbad with a guy. I don't remember who the dame was. I don't remember, but the guy who played Sinbad was a Scottish entertainer at the time called Christian, who was a singer and a well-known Scottish guy. And I just remember being absolutely petrified of the baddie. like to the point I had to leave.
Yeah.
I had to clear out, very, very much in the way that Lizzie Holton Francis absolutely petrified the youngsters of Yeovil at Christmas there, has scarred some kids, metaphorically, potentially physically, but definitely metaphorically speaking.
And we're delighted that Lizzie will be joining us in 2 weeks' time for the quiz. And
tell your kids to stay away. They don't want them to get any more nightmares. She might be watching tonight. I hope she is.
She loves you too. She loves you too.
Somebody, I don't know, Lizzie makes me laugh so hard. Yeah. And that's one of the joys of Panto. You guys, the audience, get to see have a great time, and that's brilliant. But we work hard, but by here, certainly at the Octagon Yeovil, we laugh hard. And, yes, Lizzie Holton Francis is a lot to do with that. She's one of the main makers.
It's my favourite time of year. I absolutely love it because I think we all feel so proud of the show that you guys and the whole team at Evolution, all the cast put on. But also, I think the audience's reaction always is so positive, and it's just a lovely. Christmas wouldn't be Christmas without Panto.
I've said it before. When I came down 2 years ago to play with the Twanky and Aladdin, and we did we had that first Friday night, the first public performance. I've done Dame in an awful lot of places, and worked a lot of places. That energy that came off the audience that night was just tremendous. It really knocked you backwards. It was absolutely fantastic, and I'm looking forward to more of that.
Absolutely. Foxstar says he's not sure if proud or ashamed to know the answers here, but hi, Uncle Gordon.
Foxstar. Who's Foxstar? I don't know who Foxstar is. Hi. In case it could be.
Did you know you were an uncle?
I do know I'm an uncle, but I have several nieces and nephews. Hi.
If not, congratulations.
Yeah, totally. Hi. Somebody's not telling me something. Hi guys.
It's almost time for round 4, so I hope you are getting on okay at home. Round 4 is the missing lyrics round. So Gordon's going to try not to sing or do the patter for the songs, and you've got to tell us what the missing lyrics are for these songs. And all of these songs have appeared in pantomimes that Evolution have produced at the Octagon, unless you are from Disney, in which case these songs have never been performed at this theatre or any other around the country.
Okay, so number 1, here we go. Right, attention. I'm travelling at the speed of light. I want to make a... That's your first one. I'll do that again for you. I'm travelling at the speed of light. I want to make a... What are the next lyrics?
Foxstar, it's Zoe, by the way.
Oh, hi, Zoe. Hi, Zoe. Oh, good God. So it's Rory and Anais. Hello, Rory and Anais. Hiya. Right, hang on. Right, I'm back to this.
And okay, Sharp, we agree the Octagon pantomimes are the best. Absolutely. Well done.
Good.
Thank you.
Elaine. Good stuff. Here we go. So number 2. I dreamed last night that I got on the boat to heaven, and by some chance, I had brought my...
You're doing very well to stop yourself when you are. Go on, say.
Oh, but it's tricky.
Each time I kind of almost get to the point going, stop!
Here we go. Here we go again. I dreamed last night. I got on a boat to heaven. And by some chance, I had brought my... Yeah. My oars. Okay, so number 3. Number 3, we ready? Shall we go?
Let's do it.
Actually, I don't know what this one is. Oh, I do.
It's written in front of you.
I know. But I'm going down them. I've got a bit of paper. I'm going down them one at a time, so I don't jump
very
on.
wise, very wise.
Yes, thanks.
Professional.
Yes, like a 7-year-old doing his reading practice at home with his ruler. That's me. Here we go. Number 3. My power flurries through the air into the ground. My soul is spiraling in frozen fractals all around. And one thought crystallizes like an... I'll do that again. Because they've asked me to. My power flurries through the air into the ground. My soul is spiraling in frozen fractals all around. And one thought crystallizes like an...
I reckon all the kids should definitely get that one.
Yeah. I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so. A movie that I have... a song that I have never heard in its original context. I'm sort of... Is that weird to be proud to say that?
Yeah, you're definitely in the minority.
You consider I have a 7-year-old daughter. Okay.
We'll talk about this after. Once we've given the answers.
But you're a big fan of that company, aren't you? We'll have to discuss that. Okay, here we go. Number 4. I'm bulletproof. Nothing to lose. Fire away! Fire away! Ricochet, you... Did that get a bit colloquial?
I just loved it. that is how it should be performed, to be honest.
I'll do it for you in a second again.
I think we need to cancel the ballad from Alice Fitzwarren and Dick Whittington, Gordon. I think it's yours. You do it like that.
Well, I can't. Done it before, I'll do it again.
Please do.
I'm bulletproof, nothing to lose. Fire away, ricochet, you.
The good news is, so before this quiz started, I said
people are getting these answers. I've no idea.
I said to Gordon, I think we should swap so that he did the panto round, and it also meant that he did the lyrics round. I am so glad that we did that swap, just for that moment.
Anais, yes, Anais, you will know that one. That's my niece. She will know that one.
Yeah.
Right.
I can't wait for number 5.
So number 5, here we go. And I would walk 500 miles. And I would walk 500 more just to be the man who walked 1,000 miles to...
It's got a ring to it. It sounds familiar.
You think? You think? Strange. I'm having strange icy flashbacks. So number 5, I'll do it one more time. And I would walk 500 miles. And I would walk 500 more just to be the man who walked 1,000 miles to... And you see, I had a different slang on it that time. Versatility. Wears a frock. Sometimes a bow tie.
Wasted. You're wasted here, aren't you?
Unfortunately not. I'm just drinking water. Hey!
Hey! Woohoo! Boom, boom.
Right, number 6. Here we go. Too late for second guessing. Too late to go back to sleep. It's time to trust my instincts. Close. Okay? Another one that's coming back to me in flashes. Number 6. Too late for second guessing. Too late to go back to sleep. It's time to trust my instincts. Close. which I think is actually the rewrite that they're going to put into the show.
Yeah, you'll get credit for that.
Maybe. Anyway. Number 7.
This is going to be beautiful.
That's it. When the rain is blowing into face and the whole world is on your case. I've lost my place. So I'll go back to the start. When the rain. Honestly, water. When the rain is blowing into your face and the whole world is on your case, I could offer you a large glass of scotch. When the rain is blowing in your face and the whole world is on your case, I could offer you a great big stick to chase people away with. Something like that. I could offer you Whew. All right, Adam. Okay.
I'm having the whale of a time. I agree. This is the best thing to come out of lockdown. I agree. This is it. Setting new levels of entertainment at the Octagon Theatre, Westlands Entertainment Venue.
I sit in my room and I'm doing funny voices for myself. It's nice to have some people maybe listening. Right, here we go. Number 8. It's a beautiful day. The sun is up. The music's playing. Even if it started raining, you won't hear this boy.
Is that your posh voice?
No, that was one of my announcer voices. So, do you want it in the posh voice?
Well, I'd love to hear it.
It's a beautiful day. The sun is up. The music's playing. And even if it started raining, you won't hear this boy.
See, now I feel like I'm in Sherborne. There you go.
Sherborne. Hello, anybody. Anybody in from Sherborne? It's funny, you go around the country and you do a show, and it's wonderful. Because in a panto, you don't have time to explore. You're rehearsing, and then you're doing the show all the time, and then you're having a pint, and then it's pretty. So it's good to learn about the geography of a place just by the panto gags.
Oh yeah.
And I'm looking forward to visiting Sherborne. Sherborne. At some point, please let me be there. I'm only doing what I'm told to do by the script and the director. Here we go. So this time, number 9. Here we go. But I never saw the good side of the city till I hitched a ride on a... But I never saw the good side of the city till I hitched a ride on a...
We're getting in requests now for so Scruffy G 1984 would like to know if you can do one in the style of I presume David Attenborough. It says Attenborough, so I presume David Attenborough. We've got one left.
I can give this last one a go in the style.
Give us your best David Attenborough.
I don't know if I can. But hang on, is he paying?
It doesn't say.
Well, see.
I think it's wonderful experience and exposure, though.
Oh, is it exposure?
Yeah,
exposure. Do you know how much it costs to go to drama school? Exposure. Right, here we go. In the style of, if there's something strange in your neighborhood, who you gonna call? Ghostbusters. If there's something weird and it don't, I don't know, was that him, or did that sound more like I was?
Yeah, I could imagine a kind of. I felt I saw something lurking in the bushes.
They're not. It's not bushes. It's wallpaper, Adam, and it's green.
Oh,
it's not
sorry.
bushes. I'm not outside. If there's something strange, if hang on, do you want me to sing this again?
We'll have to do it again then, won't we?
If there's something strange in your neighborhood, who are you going to call? Ghostbusters. If there's something weird and it don't. And that was number 10.
So obviously that is our favourite ghost gag song from the pantomime, which you do, I don't know how many, you sing that song well over 1,000 times through the course of panto season, surely.
And through the course of the year, many more.
Yeah. Do you ever get bored of the ghost gag?
No, I love it. Every single time, it's amazing.
And you sing it the most because you're on stage to the end.
Yeah, to the end. No, it's not about the song. It's about the reaction. The song. The problem was that when I first did it and when my little boy came to see panto for the first time and I did it. After the panto was over, I used to have to do the ghost gag every single day at home for months. So when you see the effect it has on them, you go, okay, it's worth it. But it's just the noise that when they get properly whipped up into hysteria, it's amazing.
And for people at home, if you don't know, we do probably 10 or 12 school performances for the pantomime, which is absolutely wonderful because when the schools come, it means every single child comes. So and for most children, it's their first experience of live theatre is panto. Which is great because they're, they can join in and it's the stories and characters that they know. But the sound from the ghost gag, when they get going, it is around the whole building. The ghost gag is going on.
It's just the fury they have at you for being so stupid. It's behind you. It's done it. What is that? Apoplectic children, and full of sugar and flashy lights. Oh, I'm so glad that the parents have that to deal with afterwards. Thank you, parents. Thank you, parents, for bringing them and taking them away again in that hyper state. It's fantastic, absolutely fantastic.
So we hope you're getting on okay at home, and you've got all the answers to that. Thank you, Gordon, for that amazing, versatile and showing off such range in those performances.
Let's see how Tom and Catherine get on in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, the ball has been thrown down now.
Yeah, let's see if she can resist singing it. She loves to sing. See if she can resist singing the tune. Yeah.
That's going to be the challenge, and it will be coming from international as well because next week. Tom and Catherine are in Orlando, in Florida, so we'll be joining them from there, which will be very exciting.
I know, wow, international.
Not a patch on this, of course, but it's still exciting.
You're far too late there, Adam. It's fine. It's fine. I mean,
I won't be there either, Gordon. So we'll be watching at home.
Yeah.
Let's give you. Round 5, which is general knowledge. We use the term general knowledge very loosely because it's all still entertainment. So let's give you our round 5 questions. So question 1, who was the first winner of the UK version of RuPaul's Drag Race? Who was the first winner of the UK version of RuPaul's Drag Race? I'm on water too. Not that you believe it, but yeah. Well, I say that could be gin. That's the beauty of gin, isn't it?
I'm just thinking that question. I've not watched that, but that's Piers Morgan, isn't it? Wasn't it?
Don't give the answers away.
Oh, sorry.
We know that there is a typo in that question, which is why I was stumbling through it. But unfortunately, it's gone up in the comments as well, so you can see. Yes, Lucia Thorley knows this.
Yes,
Lucia Thorley. Yeah, Shantae, you stay. Yes, Catherine, well, there may well soon be a whole round of Drag Race. We are in discussions with our friends abroad. Number two, question two. Who played Billy in the Billy Elliot film of the year 2000? Who played Billy, Go Billy, in the Billy Elliot film in 2000?
That's Piers Morgan. That was Piers Morgan. It was. I can remember.
Beautiful dancer.
Lovely dancer, a delicate little flower, that fella.
Yeah, such form.
Such form, beautiful, graceful.
Yeah, so light. Flies through the air.
I wish.
Question three. What is the name of Billie Eilish's debut album? That's question three. What is the name of Billie Eilish's debut album? So your host next week is Catherine Hoskins, along with Tom and Catherine. Catherine Hoskins has been poorly, so we're sending lots of love to Catherine at home. Hope you're feeling better.
Hi, Catherine. Feel better, love.
Yeah, I think she gave herself food poisoning. Wasn't a sensible thing to do, was it?
As long as it's not the Rona. She's not got the Rona.
No. Question four. Which actor played Spartacus in the 1960 film? That's question four. Which actor played Spartacus in the 1960 film?
Definitely not Piers Morgan. I don't know why I'm obsessed with Piers Morgan tonight. It's empty water. It's water, but it's empty.
Where's your assistant? Question five. What was the first full-length feature animated film made by the Walt Disney Company? What was the first full-length animated feature film that was released by Walt Disney Company?
Do you know what? We went back. I took the kids to the cinema recently to see the original Pinocchio.
Oh wow!
Have you watched that?
Yeah,
it's terrific, but it's incredibly dark.
Yeah.
The kids all go to an island where they can smoke and drink.
Yeah, and turn into donkeys.
Leave that.
It's a very good cautionary tale.
Very good cautionary tale. Made me want to drink, though.
Made it socially acceptable.
Yeah, I was there with 7-year-olds.
Yeah. Just a reminder, if you do miss any of the questions, they are listed all in the comments. So if you've missed any, just scroll up. They're all there for you. Question number six. Which British rock band is fronted by Matthew Bellamy? That's question six. Which British rock band is fronted by Matthew Bellamy? You're a fan?
I do. I've been to see them. Like, I think I've been 5 times to see them.
Oh, wow.
And I know that is not Piers Morgan. That is definitely not Piers Morgan. I know that. I know who it is.
That's a good clue for you.
Not who else isn't it? Who isn't the front man?
It's not Anne Widdecombe. We're here to help. We're here to help.
It's not Anne Widdecombe, but I've heard her cut. She has done a cover version of Black Holes and Revelation, which anybody should check out. Honestly, it's on Spotify. Just Google that. It's amazing.
Coming soon to a theatre near you, but not this one.
No, not this one.
Question number 7. What nickname does Joe Exotic go by? Question 7. What nickname does Joe Exotic go by? And it's not Piers Morgan. I think we're having more fun than the people at home, and hey.
I mean, story of my life. So people think they're coming to the panto for us to entertain. We're entertaining ourselves. That's what we're really doing. You know, if we were out in the street, we'd be dangerous. So they get us in a theatre and give us roles, parts to play and costumes to wear. So it's actually it's good for society that we're kept in there.
Question number 8. Sorry, no, go on. It was probably comedy gold.
No, I was just going to say, what would if you didn't have Jack Glanville in the theatre? I mean, what havoc is that man going to wreak? You need to contain him. You need to contain that comedy genius, that gold.
We lock him in after the show.
Hi, Jack. If you're watching.
Yeah. Hi, kids. Question number 8. Which film saw Pierce Brosnan make his James Bond debut? So that's which film saw Pierce Brosnan make his James Bond debut? And that was question number 8. You a big Bond fan, Gordon?
I do. The newer ones I do quite like, but I can't tell. You know, if you step into a movie halfway through, if it's a Bond movie, I can't tell which one's which. I can maybe guess, like if Sean Connery's in it, I know that it's a Sean Connery one. Mm-hmm. And if Roger Moore's in it, then I know that it's not a Sean Connery one. So
you can definitely tell the Roger Moore ones apart.
Yeah, because they're not as good as the Sean Connery ones.
Because
Sean Connery is James Bond. I mean, come on, you know. And Daniel Craig does his best, but Sean Connery isn't in those ones, so they're not as good. And I've heard a rumor that the next James Bond isn't going to be Sean Connery either. So
really,
I'm a bit disappointed. Yeah. Fair, maybe Jack Glanville.
Could be.
Yeah, very up for it. He's in talks.
Well, that will put his fee up, though.
It will put his fee up. I want to see him emerging from the water in his jester's costume. All right, girls.
Well, there's an opening for Dick Whittington. Question number 9. Who will replace Sandy Toksvig as the presenter of the Great British Bake Off? That's question number 9. Who will replace comedy legend Sandy Toksvig, who we love, as presenter of the Great British Bake Off? We've had Sandy Toksvig at the theatre, and she is lovely, absolutely lovely, one of the nicest people, and yeah, just very, very funny. I'll never forget, she did a show with Bonnie Langford, which they toured together, called Short and Curly, and I'll never forget, they had a cardboard cutout of it that sat in the foyer of the theatre, and Sandy had arrived before Bonnie and hid behind it, and then as Bonnie Langford walked up the foyer, she kind of shuffled it forward. It was, yeah, just one of those memories that will stick in my mind forever.
Yes. Oh, lovely.
Yeah. Anyway, your last question of the evening is question number 10. Which 1980s television cartoon superhero lived at number 29 Acacia Road? That's which 1980s television cartoon superhero lived at number 29 Acacia Road? And that is all your questions. So once you have completed those, then you can send in your answers to us. We'll total up the scores, and then the winners will be announced by Facebook, definitely by tomorrow. Last week we stayed a little bit later and managed to get you the answers out tonight on who had won the quiz. Myself and Gordon will give you the answers.
Hence the reason that the bar is closed this week.
Sad times.
Sad times.
But get your answers in, submit them, and then in a little bit we'll give you all the answers for tonight's question and the pitch round and everything else. So as soon as you're ready, start sending them in, and then once you've had a decent amount in, we've given you a few minutes. We need like the Eurovision kind of, countdown clock and the halftime entertainment, but it's just you and me, Gordon. I think we peaked.
Nil point. Wyoming. Oh, I do all the languages as well. Oh
yeah.
Oh yeah.
So if you've got a favourite, if you weren't going to be Dame, what panto role would you have your eye on?
I played Buttons once, and I loved it. I loved it. It's a lovely thing to do because you actually get to do a bit of. He's lovely and rounded. He's got that nice tender stuff with Cinderella. The sweet stuff's really nice, as well as the crazy knockabout stuff. So I enjoyed that. A few people have said I should have played the back end of the cow. I take that as a compliment because I'm very, very versatile. But no, I tend, now that I'm in a frock at Christmas, it's kind of hard to. It would be hard to come back out of that. I think it's because the zips are almost broken. Hey,
Boom, boom.
ah, boom.
We need Chris doing some sound effects.
I know. It's like, that's funny though. Like watching, I've been watching programs on telly where they're doing the show like this. The Last Leg I've been watching, where they do the show, they're doing it remotely without a studio audience, and you just feel for those guys so much because their patter's good, their lines are good, but because of the delay or because of the lack of an audience, it all feels so. So I'm feeling their pain right now.
Yeah, I think you're right. Audiences really do make so much of the show, and we get such great feedback at the Octagon, and they say how, comedians often say how warm and responsive the audience are. They come, they're ready to be entertained, they're with you right from the start.
They're the point of theatre. Theatre isn't theatre unless you've got people watching it. Otherwise, it's just some people with egos in a room shouting at each other. I mean, that's... Is
that a Chekhov play?
Yes. Yeah. Full of women leaning out of windows, moaning about ducks flying to Moscow. So the audience are make it theatre, and I know a lot of people have been watching things online over the last 12 weeks. There's been amazing things put online. Some of the National Theatre Live things have been great.
Choir.
The Octagon Choir, but all these things, and it's fantastic. But it just loses something because you're not in the room, and the audience aren't in the room. So, and at a time like this, there's theatres up and down the country. There's some, as we would say when I was growing up, there are some coats on shaky nails. Theatres up and down the country. So when this is by with, and we can all start hanging out together a wee bit in a bit closer proximity, everybody's got to get to the theatre, go and see stuff, tell your pals, drag people. It's the best thing in the world to share an experience in a room with people, share a piece of theatre with people, watch life being reflected back at you, even if it is that is me getting a custard pie chucked in my face and break my arm. I'll break my arm 10 times. It's the best thing. It's good for your soul. It's good for. It makes us. It separates us from the animals. It's the art that separates us from the animals. It's worth it. Do it.
Tells us who we are.
And that's what's amazing about the Octagon. That was the thing again. The audiences you play to at the Octagon. You're playing to big audiences all the time at Christmas. All the time. It is so well supported. It is so well looked after, and by the people who work there, but also by the public who frequent it, which keeps it going. Yeah. And it's got to sustain. It's got to keep going. It makes us all better by that being a thing.
About 30 seconds ago, I should have given everyone their 2-minute warning.
Sorry,
which means you've got a minute and a half. No, it's beautiful moment. You were pre-lockdown. You were working on Mary Poppins.
I was.
Yeah.
Yes.
One of my favourite stage shows. Absolutely magical.
It's a beautiful thing. I worked on it. So yeah, for those when I'm not on stage and I'm not working on stage, I crew in the West End. I work backstage. And the last show, was Mary Poppins at the Prince Edward's, and I worked on the very original production. All those years ago, with Laura Michelle Kelly and Gavin Lee and stuff.
Yeah.
And they brought it back. It came back in October, November. A slightly scaled down from what it had been originally, but I think it was no bad thing. I think it's by far a better show. It's a much simpler, cleaner. It's a beautiful show. The music's great. We've got some of the people in it are tremendous. We've got Zizzy Strallen, Charlie Stemp, who is a guest on my podcast, if you listen to the podcast, or if you'd like to go back, Taking Turns to Talk, Apple Podcasts. He's on it, and we've got, oh my God, I've completely forgotten her name. Oh my goodness, legend. Who sang Downtown?
Petula Clark.
Petula. She'll not forgive me for forgetting her name. But Petula's in the show, and
do I get a point for that?
You do get a point for that. You do get a point for that. Please don't tell Petula I forgot.
We're about to give you your answers, but if you want a treat before bedtime, I think one of the most magical scenes in Mary Poppins is the Step in Time number, which is beautifully choreographed by Matthew Bourne, and is one of the most amazing things I think you will ever see on stage.
And I must say, Stephen Meyer, who is the co-choreographer of Matthew Bourne, also a guest on my podcast. You see where I get my guests on my podcast? Can you see that?
Yeah, but that whole that number is on YouTube officially, properly, not videoed under someone's handbag. So if you want a little theatre treat before you go to bed, watch that with your kids. It is an amazing. But let's give you some of the answers to tonight's quiz. I think most of you have submitted them now. If you haven't, hit the go button now, because we're about to give you all your answers for tonight's quiz. So you can play along and score yourselves and see how you did. Round one was the picture round. So I hope you did well. So we will bring the pictures up on screen. Catherine's ready to hit them. But these are famous dames. So number one was a picture of Christopher Biggins.
The legend.
The legend that is Christopher Biggins.
Exclusive. You heard it here first, folks.
Yes, yeah.
Does that mean there's a job going somewhere else?
You've got to stay here. We need you.
Okay.
Picture two is Dame Shirley Bassey. So that was number two, Dame Shirley Bassey. Number three, I love this one, is Les Dawson.
The greatest of them all.
Oh, Les Dawson. I love that picture as well.
Yeah.
I insisted they put it in. Picture number four is of Dame Julie Walters. Dame Julie Walters, who I saw interviewed in Birmingham. She's lovely. Very nice. Number five, Hello Possums. It's Dame Edna Everage.
Hello Possums.
That was number five, Dame Edna Everage. Number six, this was a bit of a tough one, but it's Gary Wilmot, who you might have recognised.
Now, can I just say that one of the problems with using paper nowadays, and I'm sure other people do this, is I've got a big piece of paper with the pictures on it. I do the fingers and then that to try and I catch myself and realise it's a piece of paper. It doesn't work.
Give yourself a paper cut.
Just slice my fingers off. Who's that? I've got to that one.
Yeah. Number seven is Dame Joan Collins.
Dear Joni, what an absolute star. I'd love to see her in Panto. She's done it.
Yeah.
She's probably done Panto somewhere.
Yeah, definitely. Number eight, Danny LaRue.
No dog, no Danny. that was what he used to say. If he couldn't have his dog they didn't take his dog in the theatre or whatever. I said, no dog, no Danny.
I was a steward and he was doing a tour, and we had to go backstage and take him his tea. And he said, "How is the house this evening?" I said, "Oh, it's sold out, Mr. LaRue." Oh, thank you. Number nine is Dame Julie Andrews. That was a conversation I had with my friend Lindsay. She was stewarding. And number 10, the greatest of them all.
My mother.
Is Gordon Cooper.
It's my mum. It must be my mother. It's a ringer. It's an absolute double.
There you go. That's your first round. Gordon, take us on to round two and give us the answers.
Okay, right, round two. So in Jack and the Beanstalk, what does Jack sell his cow for?
Ford Cortina?
Not Ford Cortina, funnily enough.
I've nicked your joke.
I know. Sorry, I'm used to that. Magic beans is the answer. Magic beans. Although I feel like he's obviously taken some magic beans to see a beanstalk that big and a giant at the top of it, but magic beans. The answer. And number two, which pantomime character marries Alice Fitzwarren? It's Dick Whittington. And you'll all see how that unfolds this Christmas at the Octagon Theatre in Yeovil. Number three, which traditional pantomime sees the dame dive into the pool of beauty to try and restore her looks? That is Mother Goose, which I went to see. Again, another Evolution one, punt for the people who pay my wages, at Canterbury at the turn of the year there, after we had finished Panto, and it was wonderful. Absolutely hysterical. Great show.
Beautiful show.
In Pantomime, what is Aladdin's surname? Now, this would have got you thinking. It's Aladdin Twanky, because he's Widow Twanky's son. You see? It works. It actually, it works. Family. What is the occupation of the 7 dwarves who befriend Snow White? I think now they're working on the track and tracing, which isn't going well.
Is that why it's not going well?
Well, I don't know, because they couldn't have them so close together in the diamond mine. Social distancing. Okay, so that was number 5. Diamond miners is the answer to number 5. Number 6. Which pantomime character shares their name with a type of chocolate? And no, it wasn't Crunchy. It was Buttons. 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 Chocolate buttons. In Peter Pan, how can you tell the crocodile is on his way? He ticks because he swallowed a clock. He ticks because he swallowed a clock. Something about TikTok. Have you watched TikTok? Do you watch TikTok?
No, I'm not cool enough for TikTok.
Don't. You fall down this vacuum of nonsense of families, old people being encouraged by their grandchildren to do this dance that they've been, they've got Granny full of sherry and said, Granny, it's fine. Do it, it'll be funny. And poor Granny. And why Granny?
At least you can't see it.
Why Granny's there during lockdown, I'm not sure. She should be self-isolating. Traditionally, number 8, traditionally. Oh, so the answer to number 7 was he ticks because he saw the clock. Number 8. Traditionally, does the fairy enter from stage right or stage left? The answer is stage right. The goodie always enters from stage right, and the baddie always enters from stage left. It's a very old pantomime tradition, which isn't always observed in some pantomimes, which I find.
Some of them are very free and easy.
Very free and easy. No, not right. That's not cricket. And I don't like cricket. And I've lost.
You're in Somerset. Steady on, Gordon. Steady on.
Oh, sorry. I'm Scottish. Cricket. Rounders. It's just rounders, but you run up. You're lazy because you're going up and down the way.
I love rounders.
I like rounders. So call it rounders. Rounders with tea, with cucumber sandwiches. And I've lost. Hang on. And here I am. I've lost my bit of paper. Here we go. Oh, have I? Oh, I've lost it. 1 second. Bear with me, callers. What was number 10?
We need to do number 9 first, which was the most popular pantomime for the 2019-2020 season.
Sorry. So the answer was Cinderella, followed by Aladdin, with Snow White in third. The Pantomime Olympics. But Cinderella's got that. How can she run with a really, really long dress?
I think we'll just say Cinderella was the most common pantomime last season. Let's put it that way.
Oh, see. And so I think, Adam, you'll have to do number 10 for me.
Yeah, number 10 was in Pantomime's version of the 12 Days of Christmas. What is the gift on the 5th day? So that's in Pantomime's version of the 12 Days of Christmas. What was the gift on the 5th day? What did you get, Gordon?
I got 5 custard pies.
Multiple times a day.
Yeah, multiple times a day.
Yeah. That's your answers there. Thank you all the way, by the way, for all your comments. Thanks for another great quiz and lots of big well dones for you, Gordon.
Good.
No longer caring. Elaine Sharp says no longer caring about the answers, which is probably the best sign of a quiz.
We stopped caring like that at 7:05, to be honest, Elaine. But it kills an hour, doesn't it?
Absolutely. There's nothing on TV. Let's give you the answers to round 3, which is a TV and stage personalities.
I'm missing the repair shop for this.
Never heard of it. Question 1. Name the actor who played Professor Flitwick in the Harry Potter films. It was the wonderful Warwick Davis. Warwick Davies played Professor Flitwick in the Harry Potter films. Answer for question 2. Who presented the TV series How to Look Good Naked? Go on, Gordon, give us the answer.
It was Gok Wan.
Yes.
Gok Wan. A lovely fella.
Question 3. Name the actress who is best known for her role as Roxy Mitchell in EastEnders. Who are you saying, Gordon?
Who am I saying? Like the answer of who would I like to play it?
We probably
the actual answer. Me, I'd like to play it. That'd be great.
Yeah.
We get in EastEnders. Yeah, thanks. The name is Rita Simmons, the lovely Rita Simmons.
Question 4. Who performed the role of Reverend Geraldine Granger in the famous TV series? The answer is Dawn French.
Was indeed.
Question number 5. Which comedian toured theatres recently with the show Born to Mince and is known for his TV and stage appearance, joined by Fanny the Wonder Dog? That has got to be the one and only Julian Clary.
Julian Clary, wonderful.
Such a nice man. Which comedian achieved notability with his drag queen character Lily Savage? That is Paul O'Grady. Katrina Amy Alexandra Alexis Infield is the birth name of Katie Price, also known as Jordan.
Oh, if you got that right, mention it on the feed. I want to know who got that right.
People that have been either spending a lot of time reading OK or
has she ever? I mean, has she ever been called that? I mean, has she ever used that? Can you imagine? It's
I have no idea.
Katrina Amy Alexandra Alexis Infield show.
Catherine Hoskins came up with that question, I believe, at home. So we'll ask her where she found it.
Harriet Pike got it right. Aye,
there we go.
Yeah, you would.
Which TV personality co-hosted How Clean Is Your House and coined the catchphrase "Don't you start with me, lovey" in
Don't you start with me, lovey.
Celebrity Big Brother? There we go. One more time, Gordon. Do it again.
Don't you start with me, lovey.
Beautiful. It's like Kim Woodburn was in the building. Kim Woodburn answered question 8. Number 9. Name the actor who plays the character of Mick Shipman in Gavin and Stacey. It is Larry Lamb.
Larry Lamb.
Yeah, another nice man. And the member of S Club 7 who released the song Funky Dory after the band split in 2003 was Rachel Stevens.
One of your favourites, I know.
Absolutely.
Great fan of Funky Dory, the album.
Big fan of S Club. Got to love a bit of S Club when you need a bit of cheese.
I'd like it very much. John Lee, I know John's a lovely fella, and yeah, I wouldn't hear a bad word said about S Club. I mean, I won't hear it, but I'll probably say a bad word, but I won't hear it.
Dorcas got a Katie Price question right as well.
So she did. Well done, Dorcas. Good to know that expensive education hasn't gone to waste.
Now, our favourite round of this evening has to be the missing lyrics.
What?
Round. You did a stormer there.
Right, I've got to find it now. Okay, so we're ready. So here we go. That's this. So, number 1, I'm travelling at the speed of light. I'm travelling at the speed of light. Who played Billy and Billy Elliot? That's the wrong page, isn't it? I'm travelling at the speed of light. I want to make a supersonic man out of you. Don't Stop Me Now by Queen, or more notably by Herman in Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs at Christmas Past. One of my favourite moments in Panto ever, watching Tom every night and all the ensemble and all the 7 giving that loads. I loved it.
It's brilliant.
Number 2, I dreamed last night I got on the boat to heaven, and by some chance I had brought my dice along. That's from Sit Down, You're Rocking the Boat from Guys and Dolls.
Which featured in our pantomime Peter Pan.
Oh, I wasn't in that one, so does that count?
We forget. We don't talk about that one.
Probably not. So dice along is the answer to that. Number 3, my power flurries through the air into the ground. My soul is spiraling in frozen fractals all around, and one thought crystallizes like an icy blast. And that's Let It Go from Frozen.
Which you haven't seen?
No, I've watched. My daughter used to, we put it on when she was little, and the first couple of minutes is the guys smashing up the ice, and it used to scare her.
Oh.
And then after that,
You've used that as an excuse ever since.
Well, then she kind of, by the time she started watching it, she watched it and she liked it, but wasn't obsessed by it, and I managed to avoid every time she. So, yeah.
It's a good one. It's a good one. I like it.
I'm perfectly, yes, I've read the book. Anyway.
That childhood literary classic.
Yes, it's no The God Delusion, I'll tell you that. Anyway, number 4. I'm bulletproof, nothing to lose. Fire away, fire away. Ricochet, you take your aim. Is Titanium by someone all the youngsters listen to.
See ya.
See ya. Things that, I thought there was a time I thought I will always know what the popular music is, because I like the music and I will always know.
Yeah.
That gone.
No. Well, Victoria McCabe did a beautiful version of that for us in our pantomime version of Sleeping Beauty.
Yeah. There you go. Victoria McCabe, lovely Victoria McCabe. Okay, this one. And I would walk 500 miles. And I would walk 500 more just to be the man who walked 1,000 miles to fall down at your door. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I bet you all did it. Number 6. Too late for second guessing, too late to go back to sleep. It's time to trust my instincts. Close my eyes and leap. That's Defying Gravity from Wicked, and we had the wonderful Lizzie Francis singing that in Aladdin. While lovely Johnny was up on his wee carpet flying around like a wee nymph he was. He was up there, a wee pigeon. In his wee carpet.
Clinging on for dear life.
Clinging on for dear life. Like all brave. That face. Johnny Purchase. Number 7. When the rain is blowing in your face and the whole world is on your case, I could offer you a warm embrace. A warm embrace. Which is Make You Feel My Love by Adele. I knew that one. Bob Dylan. Adele. And when did you have that one?
That was Cinderella. That was Jack's beautiful interpretation.
A lovely voice, Jack Glanville. A lovely voice. He should get a big. I think this year, he should have a big, a Defying Gravity kind of, or Old Man River or something meaty. I mean, let him
as they sail off.
Let him show it off, or something by Whitesnake or something. Okay.
Or a tap routine.
And whilst tapping.
Yes, now we're talking.
Whilst tapping. There we go. That's you sorted, Jack. Number 8. It's a beautiful day. The sun is up. The music's playing. And even if it started raining, you won't hear this boy complaining. That's Bublé, isn't it?
Yes.
That's the Boobles. That's the Boobles. And you had it in another panto that I wasn't in, so we'll brush over that. Number 9. Number 9. But I never saw the good side of the city till I hitched a ride on a riverboat queen. Proud Mary. No, riverboat queen.
Good old Tina Turner.
Good old Tina Turner. She's excellent in panto. If you ever get the chance, to see her Alderman Fitzwarren, maybe this year. Maybe if Paul and Emily, get on the phone. She's not. I think
she's not busy.
She says she's retired. I think she can be lured back for the Oval Panto. And last, but by no means least, if there's something strange in your neighbourhood, who are you going to call? Ghostbusters. If there's something weird and it don't look good, is the answer. Look good is obviously Ghostbusters. The legend that is Ray Parker Jr. seminal pop hit.
There you go. That was your answers to round 4. We'll give you the answers to round 5 now, which is your general knowledge round. Who was the first winner of the UK version of RuPaul's Drag Race? That was the Vivian. The actor who played Billy in the Billy Elliot film of the year 2000 was Jamie Bell.
That's it, not Piers Morgan. That's
He was offered the part and declined it. Strangely,
yeah,
he did. He twisted his ankle, I think.
That was a loss to all of us.
Yeah. What was the name of Billie Eilish's debut album? That was question 3, and it was When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go? It's a very good question. The actor who played Spartacus in the 1960 film was Kirk Douglas. And the first animated feature film from Walt Disney was Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Gordon, you know this one. Which British rock band is fronted by Matthew Bellamy?
Yeah, it's the rock geek god himself. Matthew Bellamy is the lead singer of Muse, the wonderful band Muse.
And the nickname that Joe Exotic goes by is the Tiger King. For those of you that have been watching Netflix. Which film saw Pierce Brosnan make his James Bond debut? That was GoldenEye. And
not a Sean Connery. Wasn't a Sean Connery one.
So we don't talk about it.
Well, you can talk about it, but it's not really a James Bond.
Who will replace Sandy Toksvig as presenter of the Great British Bake Off? That was Matt Lucas.
A fine choice.
And your last question. Which 1980s television cartoon superhero lived at 29 Acacia Road? That was Banana Man.
Banana Man.
And that is all your answers. So we will total them up and announce the winners either late this evening or possibly tomorrow. Next week, as we say, is Tom Ford and Catherine Nash, who will be joining us from Orlando, and it will also be hosted by Catherine Hoskins. But Gordon, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me. It's been a treat. It's it's broken the monotony of my day. No, it's been great, lovely, and I'm glad people have enjoyed it. And it's great that you guys are doing stuff and sticking stuff out there for people to enjoy at the moment. It's great. Well done. You've
brought a little panto magic into and laughter into our lives. And with the Evolution shows, they always Bring Me Sunshine, don't they, as the overture?
Yes, they do.
Thank you so much, because it's been a little bit of sunshine on what otherwise is a bit of a grey day. But thank you so much.
Well, thank you. It's been a real treat. Lots of love, guys.
We hope you all stay safe at home. Thanks for playing along. Thank you so much for your comments and joining in. See you next week. I'll be playing along at home. And then the week after, I'll be back with the wonderful Miss Lizzie Francis. But until then, thank you to Catherine Monkton, Chris and Jen Hayner, who have been supporting the technical work here. Thanks for playing along at home. Stay safe. And a big thank you to Gordon Cooper. We'll see you very soon.
Pantomime!